Testing, testing. Okay na?
Naririnig ko yung mami.
Welcome to Love and All That. These are your hosts, David Lleno.
And me, Shello.
This will be our fifth episode,
Aha.
um, second live stream. Hopefully, this will go really well.
Yeah, medyo marami tayong bloopers last time.
Malamang meron din mamaya, pero at least we'll go smoother this time.
Hopefully.
Yon, our topic for tonight is... Ano ang topic natin?
It's the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Apocalypse.
Ano apocalypse?
Apocalypse. This is specifically for relationships, lalo na divorce. According to Dr. Gottman, si Dr. Gottman kasi is a family and child therapist or family therapist. Tapos in his research, he discovered he calls it the four horsemen of the apocalypse, pero it's basically predictors for divorce or separation.
Oh, malala yan. Malala.
Yeah. Pero bakit nga ba negative ang ating topic ngayon?
Ewan ko lang. Bakit may problema ba tayo? Hindi ko lang alam. Wala siguro
Hindi.
tayong problema.
Well, syempre kasi, kung meron kang awareness na may mga ganitong symptoms or signs ang iyong relationship, edi at least you can address that before tuluyang dumating ang apocalypse of your marriage. And syempre, hindi lang yung
Hindi lang marriage din ha. Pati mag-boyfriend-girlfriend relationship
oo.
or boyfriend-boyfriend or girlfriend-girlfriend, depende.
Oo, kasi
Whatever
syempre
your preference
practice
is.
din naman yun, 'di ba? Parang yung mga relationships na yun, parang practice din siya for your married life.
Mhm.
Oo, so hindi naman totally doomed kayo kapag may mga ganitong signs or symptoms yung inyong relationship. And in fact, meron ding siyang antidote. And we will talk about those antidotes in a little while. But for now, sige, let's talk about the first of the four horsemen.
Horseman.
Okay. Okay. According to Dr. Gottman, the first one is criticism.
Paano ba ang criticism? Teka lang, mali ata yung pagpindot mo sa mouse mo.
Bakit mali?
Criticism.
Wala namang tamang way magpindot ng mouse.
Kaya nga eh.
Oh, so in other words, fault finding, ganyan? Parang lahat na lang ng mali nakikita mo sa iyong partner. Yung meron kang expectation na kailangan mag-fit yung partner mo, tapos kung hindi siya nag-fit, i-criticize mo siya.
So parang pala, you're projecting your expectations on your partner?
That's possible kasi nagki-criticize ka pag hindi tanggap ng hindi umaabot sa level of expectations mo yung partner mo. Lalo na kung nasa romantic stage pa rin kayo of your relationship. Ang feeling mo sobrang perfect, sobrang walang mali. Pero pag nandun ka na sa disillusionment stage, saka mo makikita yung mga flaws niya. And then you begin to attack or criticize those flaws.
No matter how minor they are. Like for example, naanoy ka lang on the way they hold a spoon.
At saka what sets criticism apart from noticing behavior is you're attacking the person. Kumbaga, you use the you language palagi. Ikaw kasi, or ang tamad mo kasi, or basta you use the you language.
Let's discuss between you language and I language. So what's the difference between the two?
when you use the you language, um, you f- you focus on the character of the person, not the effect of the behavior on you. 'Di ba parang masakit sa loob minsan yung makarinig ka ng you language nga na ikaw kasi or kasalanan mo lahat, ikaw. So, ang tendency talaga nung partner mo is to shut down na, 'di ba? Hindi na siya makikinig.
Mm.
The I language is actually one of the antidotes for criticism. Pero, we'll go through the antidotes later on na
Later on.
lang
Sige.
para ano,
We'll discuss the ano muna.
the four horsemen.
Okay.
What's the second one?
What's the second one? Defensiveness.
Defensive.
Paano ba yun? Sample. How does one become defensive?
Um, I think it's normal naman for us to be defensive. Kasi, syempre meron tayong pride and ego na pinoprotect.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem lang with being too defensive,
Kasi tipo pag, like, example muna kung what defensive is.
sige, ikaw, anong defensive sa'yo?
Ba't mo ako tinatanong? May problema ka ba? Ba't mo ako tinatanong? Ini-interrogate mo ba ako?
Yun, so parang ganun.
Yan.
Yung,
That's defensive, I guess.
para, yung parang walang openness to discuss or to talk about the issue at hand.
Mm.
It's actually connected a little bit with criticism kasi defensiveness is really a way of saying na I will not accept what you're saying kasi it's not my fault.
Mm.
Parang it's a way of actually blaming your partner also. When you say defensive, parang it's not my fault. Parang I don't have any hand on this. Again, connected pa rin siya dun sa criticism.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next one?
The third, and this one is the greatest predictor of divorce or separation, and that's contempt.
Ano yan?
Yeah,
Ang
contempt
alam
in
ko
court.
lang, yun lang alam kong contempt eh. Sa kakanood ng mga legal drama.
Well, actually for me, yung word na contempt is actually very, very strong. Diba? Ako, for me, parang may primal effect siya sa akin. Eh. Pag sabi mong contempt, parang ang bigat.
Show me a sample of contempt. Paano ba ang contempt? Yan ba yung literal dito sa Pilipinas na nagtatanim ng puot?
Oo, pwede mong sabihin yon nagtatanim ng puot, or pwedeng yung nagtatanim ng sama ng loob. Tapos, dahil meron ng mm, sama ng loob sa loob mo, parang medyo ano ka na, sarcastic ka na,
Hindi ka na nakikinig masyado dun sa ano mo.
ka na nakikinig, tapos hindi ka naniniwala sa mga sinasabi ng partner mo. Yung, ano ba, ano bang magandang example for contempt?
Sa yung tipong may sasabihin lang yung partner mo, hindi ka na receptive kasi nga may barrier ka na. Tama ba yun?
More of defensiveness yata yon.
Ganun ba yun?
Yung contempt is, yung talagang, yung nang-iirapan mo yung partner mo. Yung, pag tinitingnan mo siya, kinamumuhian mo na siya.
Grabe, ang lalim.
Parang gano'n. Kasi ang tingin mo talaga sa kanya, walang kwenta, salbahe, gano'n. Yun ang contempt. Okay, so far we have 3 na, di ba?
3 na. Okay, what's the last one?
The last one is called stonewalling. Stonewalling basically means yung hindi ka na nakikipag-usap. Parang you have created a wall between you and your partner. Yung kunyari yung isa gusto pang pag-usapan, gusto pang ayusin, pero ikaw naman parang wala na, talagang don't talk to me.
Sadly, parang mahirap na i-recover ang ganun eh, kasi wala ka ng communication line.
Oo. Kasi wala eh. Ano pa bang
Ano ba
ano pa
usapan
bang
kung,
gagawin
kung
mo?
walang gusto mag-usap?
Oo. Very interesting point kay Dr. Gottman is ang ang stonewalling is a form of imploding. Kasi kunyari, ang dami mo ng sakit at galit sa loob mo, kaya hindi ka na lang nakikipag-usap. So parang imploding siya. Kung kung hindi ka magsa-stonewall, sasabog ka na lang at baka kung ano-ano pa ang sasabihin mo sa partner mo. So may iba, they just choose to not
Talk.
talk.
Mm.
Oo.
Pero syempre it'll still be harmful for the relationship. Kasi not talking means not settling. Not settling your differences.
Mm. And well, lahat naman ito, tong four horsemen of relationship, kitang-kita na may absence of affection, absence of empathy, absence of understanding, which is actually very crucial in relationships in general.
Mm, okay.
Ayan.
Ayun na yung apat na yun.
Oo. So, antidotes na ba tayo?
Antidotes. Let's do the antidotes.
Okay.
Right. So, ang susunod na naman ngayon is the antidotes for all of these quote-unquote
Okay.
horsemen. Okay, what's the first antidote?
Yeah, may dead air.
Excuse us. We're still
Sige.
fiddling around with the controls.
First is the antidote for criticism. Diba? We mentioned this a little bit kanina. It's the use of the I message. Kasi syempre, conflict naman is really part of relationships. And meron pa nga nagsasabi na healthy relationships go through conflict, but it's the way they manage the conflict that makes a big difference. And one way to manage those conflicts is to, yun na nga, use the I message. So, for example, ano ba yung mga common fights ng mga couples ngayon?
Mostly pera eh.
Pera.
Number one talaga yan. Pag may away na pera, lumalaki.
Okay, so kunyari, si wife or si husband, sabihin, nahihirapan na ako kasi kulang yung kinikita mo, wala tayong pera masyado. Ganon. So parang, syempre si husband naman, pag sinabi ng, ikaw kasi mahina ang kita mo, na ano na siya, defense mode na siya. Parang inattack na yung capacity niya to earn. So how would you rephrase that into an I message?
iMessage?
Oo. Like, ikaw kasi, ang hina mo kumita, wala tayong pera.
I feel like shopping. Excuse me. No, I feel that we should increase our capacity to earn.
Okay, that's actually looking for the solution na, 'di ba? Pero you also want to make the other person feel or understand what you're feeling. Kaya I message tayo, 'di ba? So you use the
Sample.
feeling words. For example, alam mo, kinakabahan ako kasi hindi ko alam kung saan tayo kukuha ng pera next month. Yung parang ganon. Kasi
Okay.
for that, at least malinaw dun sa asawa mo na nandun yung fear mo. Pero hindi naman nandun yung kasalanan mo kasi mahina ka kumita. 'Di ba?
Yes.
Did you notice the difference?
Yes. Big difference. The other one is very accusatory. The other one is more, I'm showing you how I feel about the situation.
Mm. And then, kung maganda yung naging usapan dun sa level pa lang na yon, yung level of feelings, parang mas magiging open na for problem solving. 'Di ba?
Mm.
So, kunyari sasabihin ng husband na, oo nga, nag-a-agree ako sa'yo, ako rin kinakabahan kung saan tayo kukuha ng pera. Siguro for next month, i-adjust natin yung expenses natin. Yung parang ganun. So, you have to connect first sa level of understanding before you can actually problem solve.
Mm.
Yun din yung isa sa mga recommendation ni Dr. Gottman. Like, instead of saying, you're always on your gadget, you're so selfish, palagi ka na lang naka-tablet, nakatingin sa computer.
Tinatamaan ako!
Parang instead of saying that, kunyari sabihin mo na lang na, alam mo, namimiss na kita. Parang gusto kong, I want to, spend more time with you. Ganon. Yan. So, at least medyo mas open. Diba?
Mm.
Yan. Okay, the next one, defensiveness. Ano kaya ang antidote for defensiveness?
Bakit mo ako tinatanong? May problema ako sa... Okay, sample ako ng defensiveness.
Tingnan mo yung show notes.
Defensiveness is go.
Actually, in any conflict naman, hindi lang, more often than not, hindi lang naman isang tao yung may role sa
Roles.
conflict.
It always takes two.
Oo. So, an antidote for being defensive is to, to accept your responsibility, even only part of the conflict.
Mm.
Oo. And, parang, yung approach nyo should not be so problem-centered.
Yes.
It's really more solution-centered sana.
Actually, yung yung antidote din sa criticism can actually also be an antidote for defensiveness. For kung defensive yung partner mo and you're using I messages instead of saying you, ganun din ang mangyayari.
Oo. So, in other words, nakaka-lower ng defenses ang iMessage. Kasi, you connect with each other na eh. Parang, I get you. You're on the same page. You're on the same boat. Parang ganon. Oo. So, that's one of the antidotes for defensiveness. Ayan. Sa contempt,
What's the antidote of contempt?
I think this one is a little bit challenging. Kasi you have to promote a culture in your relationship or in your family to be mindful of what you're saying, what you're focusing on. Ganon.
So it requires a little bit of training then
Oo.
between the two of you.
Parang, kasi when you're too comfortable with somebody, parang you forget na you're already parang hurting that person. Diba? Kasi, meron na akong naalalang quote from one of my high school teachers. Sabi niya, you only really hurt the ones you love.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi, these are the people who are really close to you eh. So, minsan, akala mo harmless lang na magjo-joke ka or sarcastic ka sa partner mo. Pero it's actually very harmful if it's, alam mo yun, if your intention is to hurt there. I
Mm,
think yun yung key doon eh. Contempt is your intention is to hurt, to fight back out of anger. Um, or minsan patalikod, which is, I think, worse.
mm,
'Diba? So, really, you have to make it a practice to focus on the areas of strength of your partner. Or, syempre, lahat naman tayo may areas for improvement. Pero, um, build up first the areas of strength and build a culture of respect and kindness in your family. Lalo
mm.
na sa family.
So, contempt talaga is the antidote is a little bit harder to find and swallow. Pero with a little bit of maintenance sa relationship nyo or preparing yourselves for such an event, it's easier to apply the antidote. Kasi wala siyang direct antidote eh. You can't just use I words to disengage contempt from somebody else.
Oo. Pero actually, it all boils down to kindness, I think.
Mm,
Parang you wouldn't do those things to other people, so why would you do it to your partner?
mm,
Parang ganun. Eh, kaya lang sometimes we forget kasi nga, masyado tayong comfortable,
mm.
I think. Yeah, and then the last one,
What's the last one?
it's stonewalling.
Antidote to stonewalling.
What's the antidote to stonewalling?
I think openness lang talaga
Openness.
openness between the if you cultivate a culture of openness between you and your partner, at the onset of the relationship, you make a deal. Whatever you say to me, I will hear without judgment, um, without interjecting. I think that cultivates a culture of open communication.
Mm-mm.
So if you have that culture in your relationship, I think medyo mas mahirap medyo mas mahirap mag stonewall.
Kasi nga may openness
Oh, may
in your...
openness na eh.
Oo.
Tapos syempre, you have to do that at the start of the relationship or pahabol. Like kung if you're
It's
not
never too
doing it
late.
now, it's never too late. You have
Never
to
too
do it.
late. Although, ako naman, I think sometimes it's also a matter of timing. Kasi, when somebody is not ready to talk, minsan kailangan din talaga niyang mag-step back to parang calm down first, gather his or her thoughts and feelings. Otherwise, talagang they'll just end up hurting each other.
Mm-mm.
Parang it's okay to, for me I don't know if the others would agree, parang it's okay to not talk about the conflict right away. Especially when you're both physiologically, emotionally not ready.
So postpone muna.
Oo.
Actually, sa amin ni Shelo, what helped us the most is to schedule it. Like for example, if we're too angry to talk now or hindi pa namin kaya magsalita now, we just tell each other, we'll talk later.
Oo.
Pero when you say you talk later, you mean it. Hindi yung tipong i-dismiss mo lang.
Oo, hindi siya later para lang matapos na yung issue. It's really later on kapag kalmado na tayo,
Mm.
we will talk about this. And sometimes we even use parang hand signals.
Oo.
Para siyang time out na hand signal kasi
Yung
nga
timeout sa basketball.
mm
Yun, that's our signal to say na ano, let's not talk yet, we'll talk later.
Mm. Kasi actually, siguro, I don't know, maybe in one of our episodes, we can talk about the way the brain works. That's why it's very important na you calm down first before you try to problem solve, before you try to communicate again. Kasi when you're overwhelmed with your emotions, kung galit ka or malungkot ka, um, your brain is not going to be in problem solving thinking mode. It's
Mm-mm.
going to be a fight or flight mode. And I guess stonewalling is parang di man siya flight pero ano ba siya? Freeze. Parang ganon. So you regress to your primal ano ba yun, functions. So yeah, I think that's one of the antidotes to stonewalling. You have to step back, pause, drink cold water, ano bang mga pang calm down um ano mo, tawag dito, technique.
Goose fraba.
It's a goose fraba.
Manood kayo na anger management. Anyway, makikita nyo sa relationship busters na ito, yung the four horsemen of relationships. These are the worst case scenarios na talaga, the worst things that could happen in a relationship. So, when you notice any of these things, that's red alert na. Um, if you can manage to settle it between you and your partner, all in good. But if you can't, much better to seek professional help. Marami namang professionals dito sa Philippines eh. Would highly recommend the people from CEFAM sa Ateneo, Center for Family Ministries.
Or kung sino lang yung inyong preference.
No.
And interesting that you brought that up kasi hindi naman lahat ng tao na nagka-counseling or marriage counseling or anong tawag nun, therapy, hindi naman lahat sila may problema. There's
Yes.
such a thing as marriage maintenance counseling
Exactly.
na even before nandun ka na sa point na talagang maghihiwalay na kayo, you go there.
Oh,
You
even before that, if you just need a boost in your relationship,
yeah, oo.
the the things that you want to talk about na hindi mo masyado napapag-usapan, and you need somebody to to be your intermediary, maganda rin 'yon.
Mm. Kesyo sa damage control ka na,
Yes,
'di
that's what
ba?
we're trying to avoid. Kasi these things are the red alert of the red alerts na.
Okay.
So pag dumating na kayo sa point na 'yon, talagang you really need professional help. Pero what we're trying to say is don't get to that point
Oo,
muna.
oo.
Better if you notice some of these things happening already na hindi pa naman sobrang as often as you think it would be, hanap na kayo ngayon professional help. Talk.
Mm. It's like taking the proactive approach, 'di
Yes.
ba?
Pero there's nothing wrong with asking for help from professionals.
Oo.
That's why they're there.
Oo. May question pala ako sa'yo. Do you
What?
think there's such a thing as irreparable, may ganun bang word? Irreparable marriage?
Sadly, I think meron talaga. When one partner no longer wants to do it, I think
Ah.
that's irreparable na. Kasi that partner's basically given up the relationship eh.
Mm. So you're saying kapag may isa, kung both parties are still willing to work at it, it's still repairable.
A comment from from one of our listeners, Nicole says, Shadao is a type of person who wants to resolve the conflict immediately, but her partner wants to take a day off. And respect and understanding come into play when you have two different individuals, and that's very true. Kasi I think manguna dyan siguro is kung sino yung hindi pa ready, huwag pilitin. Kung hindi pa ready mag-settle, huwag pilitin. When both of you are ready, then let's do it.
Oo. As long as meron talagang commitment na we will eventually talk about this. Tapos, minsan, minsan naman it doesn't have to be solved right away,
Yes,
'di
yes.
ba? Meron kasing mga tao na problem solving oriented.
Ako yun. Ako
Oo,
yun.
sabi nila ang mga lalaki daw typically ganun.
Oo.
Parang
When there's a problem with the relationship, talaga, let's solve it.
let's solve it
Let's
na
solve it.
kagad.
Upo
Oo,
agad.
oo. Minsan naman kailangan lang talagang ilabas, i-release
Hmm.
without any solutions, without any judgment,
But at
gano'n.
least you'll both be aware that there's something that need to be done later on.
Oo, oo. Kung ready na.
Kung ready na.
Oo. Yeah.
All right. Anything else? We're welcoming questions, comments, and feedback from our listeners. Uh, yon, in terms of kami ni Shelo, we've been married for 7 years, and the the thing about this podcast is not because we're expert, it's because we need to be reminded of these things. So much better na let's talk about it live para talagang pananig namin mga sarili namin talking about these things. So later on our next episode siguro, episode 6 or more or beyond that, we'll be welcoming experts not to join us. Kung may mabubuli kaming expert sumali dito sa aming um, kung nakikinig sila ngayon, we'll try to welcome a few experts like
Basta, wag na natin sabihin.
Wag na natin
Kasi
sabihin.
baka hindi pa sila magpayag. Wag muna. Pero yeah, kasi syempre para hindi rin kayo magsawa sa boses namin.
oh, hindi lang yon. Sometimes we'll also invite other married couples to talk with us and share their experiences. Kasi in relationships sa aming we have a group actually of a mentoring group. We call them a mentoring group of couples that are under um, elder couples,
Okay.
more experienced
Oo.
couples, and we talk to them about our problems. We talk to them about our highs and lows in a married life, or even hindi nga married life, even relationships lang, parenting pa nga.
Parenting, oo.
Oo. And
Dances.
makikita namin na we're not the only ones with this problem. Other couples have these problems as well. And I don't know, may pagka-schadenfreude yung feeling ko na yon, but um, ganun din ganun din pala. They have that kind of problem and we're not alone. And it's more common than we thought it was. So maganda rin na we'll invite other couples to talk and we'll invite other experts to talk. So pipilitin namin on our next episode, which will be next week.
Saturday
Next week. Join us again. Same time, kung kaya. We'll make announcements on Facebook, on Facebook, on Twitter, kung kailan yung next namin na episode. And for now, we'll be bidding you goodbye and have a great Saturday, everyone. And kung nakikinig man kayo with your partner, turn to your partner right now. Give them a big hug. Give them a kiss.
And fight the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
And just hope na hindi pa kayo nasa horseman stage.
Oo, pero ako naman, I think there's always hope. Pero, yeah, going back to my question kung meron talagang mga irreparable marriage, medyo complex kasi yung question, complicated kasi yung question na yan. Pero, I think there's hope. There's always hope. And, yun na nga, it's best to be proactive than doing damage control later on.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. That's it for today, for tonight.
Tonight, yeah.
Thank you everybody for joining us
Thank
here at
you.
Love and All That.
And yeah, you can also message us for other topics you want
Yes,
us to talk about.
If you want
or,
us to talk about any other
yeah,
topics,
chika-chika lang, ganon.
we'll consult with the experts then before we go into our podcast next week, just in case we can't bully them into joining us. At least matanong namin sila sa mga questions ninyo.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you again, everybody, and have a great, great, great evening.
Thank you. Good night.